The city of tomorrow.
The city of tomorrow.
The city.
That's right.
I did not call it a community.
That's right.
I called it a city.
That's right. You also called the Haunted Mansion the Museum of the Weird.
Haunted house.
Well, what do we call it? The Haunted Mansion. Oh, that's right. Our Haunted Mansion. Today we are going to be here at Walt Disney World, where Adam the Woo and I are finally going to be embarking on the monorail from the TTC all the way over to EPCOT Center. Pretty excited. Hi everybody and welcome to the world of Micah. I have waited for my friend Adam the Woo to come back from California to Central Florida so I can finally ride the monorail from the Magic Kingdom, the TTC, over to EPCOT. That's what we're going to be doing today. We're finally going to be riding and taking you guys along, showing you some of the construction updates over at EPCOT while we're on the monorail, and just taking in the monorail being back open at EPCOT. It's definitely a staple, if you ask me or Adam. EPCOT definitely needs a monorail, and without the monorail the last couple of months, it's been weird. But it's back, and we're going to be riding it, and you're going to be able to tag along. Now, let's take a closer look. Now there goes one of the monorails pulling in to the Magic Kingdom station. This is the EPCOT station here. Some folks just got off. This is running from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. so it just opened not too long ago. But this is what we're going to be taking over to EPCOT. There goes the monorail. Silver.
Silver edition. Look at that beautiful thing.
There it is.
Yes.
It's here.
You can no longer ride in the front here at WDW.
Nope, Adam's here. Finally, we are going up. We are going up to get on the monorail. We got to get in line. We're not going to miss this one. We are in our vessel, the monorail system of Walt Disney World, in monorail silver. I like they add this on there. Here it comes. Yep. We're going to see the Stall Airport.
We are going to go past that on the monorail video.
Yep. Haven't seen that in a long time. All right. We're about to take off.
This is your highway in the sky to EPCOT. Now, while important, it is required of you to keep those face coverings on at all times. And for those of you standing, please stay clear of those automatic doors. Our travel time today will be approximately 8 minutes. Welcome aboard.
All right, here we go. An 8-minute drive. Well, flight, I guess you could say. This is the highway in the sky, as they call it. We're taking off now. All right, we're about to go over to the Stall Airport, they call it. This short takeoff and landing. This airport was put in, and Roy Disney used to fly in on this. They used it for a number of years, and then it eventually closed. I'm gonna have to go on this side to see the airport here. I always love seeing this. See, straight ahead's the Contemporary. I'm really excited to see this. That's the entrance to Wilderness Lodge, and right over here is the airport. Right back there is the old runway. That's it. Right over there. That's so crazy. The old runway. Insane. Walt Disney World history right there. And there's the parking lot for the Magic Kingdom. We are heading down World Drive. I just noticed the pumpkins are on the thing. That's awesome. I remember the "It's Tough to Be a Bug" advertisement over there. It's been removed, and the Mission Space. This is probably one of my favorite monorail routes to take in any Disney park, only because you get some views of, you know, outside the park, and then you pull into EPCOT and you get the full grand circle of Future World, basically. I do miss the old announcement that used to run the loop. There was a loop that would run inside the monorails talking about celebrating today. It's been a long time since that's been in the loop here on the monorail. Okay, we're about to be in the parking lot of EPCOT. You can see the solar panels right here. It's really cool how this kind of works. You don't really see anything, you know, just a bunch of trees, some water, a little bit of traffic. And all of a sudden, when you're riding on this, you'll start to realize you are about to enter into the world of God, the experimental prototype community of tomorrow. Look at that. You can see the Land Journey to Imagination Pavilion straight ahead. Spaceship Earth right here. And I love how you head towards Spaceship Earth. We're going to be one of the first people inside the park because it opens at 11. I think it's like 10:45 right now. But here we go. About to embark into EPCOT Center. Wow, I haven't done this in so long. This is pretty awesome. Oh my goodness. You're gonna get some pretty amazing views of Spaceship Earth here too, as we pull in. I can't believe it. That was a pretty quick trip. Alright, here we go into EPCOT since they updated this whole area. Wow! See some food and wine stuff in here. Spaceship Earth. And here we go. I have not seen behind this in a long time. Oh my goodness gracious. This is crazy. Oh yeah, they're... Yep, the Guardians. Wow, Wonders of Light Pavilion. And whoa, you can see so much happening over there behind Spaceship Earth. Now we're about to get a good view of it as we make the circle here. I can basically see straight through mouse gears. Here it is. There you go. Look at that. Unreal. The fountain is gone. It's all gone. Oh my goodness. It looks insane. This is my first time seeing it since they closed it all off. I wonder if this is what it looked like back in 1979, 1980 when they started, you know, doing construction for this place. Unreal. I wonder where they're going to put that Walt statue. That's what I want to see. I want to see Mr. Walter Elias. Alright, we're about to pass over where Club Cool was right here. And look at that, the backside of Project Tomorrow. Oh my gosh. That's so crazy. And Spaceship Earth once again. Already a pretty good line for Spaceship Earth because it hasn't opened yet. There's those awesome flags right there. Look at that. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, this is my first visit to Food and Wine. And we made it into the station. We made it.
Pretty mind-blowing, right?
That was so crazy. I haven't been on this. Yeah, I haven't been on this platform in so long. Goodbye. You were my first monorail back to EPCOT. Thank you, Monorail Silver. Heading down the ramp. This is my first time heading down this ramp since the reopening of the monorail. It's been at least a year and a half. And since we rode the monorail straight from the TTC and already went through security, you do not have to go through security getting off the monorail here, which makes it just a little easier and quicker to get into the park.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Thank you. Have a good time.
Thank you. The second monorail on the beam, Monorail Blue's coming in to EPCOT. There it goes. It's going to do a grand circle tour just like we did. I think we're going to walk around and try and grab it. That's what we're going to be doing here. We're going to be grabbing different views of the monorail, some of our favorite spots, and I think we're going to go up to the lounge as well today, but waiting for that Monorail Blue to make its grand circle around Future World. It'll be here momentarily. All is right in EPCOT. The monorail is back. Oh, that's so awesome. Monorail Silver is back in the park. We have Monorail Silver and Blue today. This is the one we took in. Here it is coming in front of the Imagination Pavilion, and there it goes. Something about that just makes me feel like I'm in EPCOT for sure. The monorail is such a staple. It's a huge part of the personality and feel of Epcot Center. By the way, I think I'm wearing an appropriate t-shirt for the area that we are currently in. Right behind me was the old Captain EO show. Just wanted to wear Captain EO today. Didn't have a monorail shirt. I think we're gonna head up to the DVC Lounge here in the Journey into Imagination Pavilion. Possibly we'll get some shots of the monorail from up there. Got a quick snack and something to drink up here. Pretty much have the entire lounge to ourselves, which is pretty nice. And I got a good view of that monorail beam straight ahead. We'll be able to see the monorail as it comes by. It's hard to think that at one point this was accessible as a part of the tour of the Journey into Imagination Pavilion, and now it's strictly for DVC members only. All right, there it is. Monorail coming around right next to the Magic Eye Theater, the Imagination Pavilion. That's so cool, seeing the fountains there and monorail blue. They gave us some Cheez-Its with our drinks too. Had a Mr. Pibb Zero and a bag of Cheez-Its. It's pretty nice having a little snack up here.
15 minutes on the dot.
15 minutes. Wow. I love going inside the DVC Lounge. So awesome. Every time I'm with Adam, we get to do it. I get such a thrill out of going up there and, you know, getting a snack and just hanging out. It's awesome. But we are right now in front of the Magic Eye Theater, next to the water fountain here, the Imagination Fountain, waiting for that monorail to come by. I'm excited. This is one of my favorite spots to see the monorail, and I'll tell you why. I'll show you why. Right here, right about here. You get the monorail coming in, Spaceship Earth in the background, the fountain. That's Epcot right there. That's awesome. Watch the water. It's gonna jump completely over this here in a second. There it is. That's awesome. Yeah, this whole area just reminds me of Epcot Center back in the early 90s. I'm sure the 80s for most of you, but I wasn't here in the 80s. I was born in 88, so I think my first trip to Epcot was 93, 94. So we've calculated 15 minutes for each monorail loop. So we have a couple of more minutes until that next monorail comes back around. And there it goes. Look at that. That is very much Epcot right there. Epcot is more of a feeling. And that's it right there. Goodness gracious. Okay, we are inside the land, taking a break from the sun and the elements, and we are going to be eating at Seasons for lunch. They're not doing mobile order anymore, so you just walk up and order. Learned that on the My Disney Experience app. We clicked on it, and it wasn't available for mobile order, so you just walk up and order now, which is easy. Either way. I always point this out. Those stand for winter, spring, summer, and fall, which is why they call it Seasons. Order what you want at the different stations. It has vegetables, so I think this is not, what is this? The noodles. I don't know if these are real noodles. I think these are vegetable noodles. I could be wrong.
It's really good.
It looks good. You said it's cold.
It's cold.
We got some pasta salad. That looks good.
It's pretty tasty.
I'm
really surprised at how good this is.
Adam's a fan of poke, just like I am, and ahi tuna. So it looked good. That's what we're having. Oh, there's a spicy mayo on top of this. I didn't go with the Land Crusher. Thought about it, but it's hot outside, so I want something to cool me down. You know, this is probably one of those spots they used in a ton of commercials and different things for Epcot on TV back in the day, and it's cool to see the monorail go in front of Spaceship Earth like that. I totally get why they used it. Pretty iconic. And the fact with all the construction that's happening across the way here you can see Spaceship Earth in its entirety. It's kind of awesome. With the buildings before, kind of cut off a little bit of the bottom of Spaceship Earth there. This is right next to the seas, by the way, with Nemo and friends. So if you ever want to get this shot, it's right over here, as soon as we stepped out of the land. All right, this side of Future World is complete with the different angles of the monorail. I think we're gonna venture on over towards the Odyssey test track area and get some shots of that monorail. And here comes the monorail on the back side of Spaceship Earth, right next to World Showcase. Monorail silver again. How epic. That's so awesome. The reason I like the monorail at Epcot so much is because it fits in with the world of tomorrow, you know, the experimental prototype community of tomorrow, what this place was based off of and Walt's original idea. And it feels like you're, you know, taking a grand circle tour of this community, and then you could get out and go into different pavilions and experience the experimental prototype community of tomorrow. I think that's why I have an attachment to the monorail being back here at Epcot. I don't have an attachment to the monorail going over to Magic Kingdom. I'd rather take the ferry boat. But when I come to Epcot,
I call it the city of tomorrow.
The city of tomorrow.
The city.
That's right.
I did not call it a community.
That's right.
I called it a city.
That's right. You also called
That's right, Walt. You
the
did.
Haunted Mansion, the
Haunted
Museum of the Weird.
Haunted house.
Well, what do we call it? The Haunted Mansion. Oh, that's right. Our Haunted Mansion.
I wonder when the community came about.
I don't know. Maybe during Roy days, like when they started actually going through.
To call it a city.
Marty Sklar days, when they were actually starting to build this place. That's a good question. When did they change it from experimental city to experimental community? Here comes our friendship boat. Maybe we can sit in the back so we can get some of the wind off the lake here, the lagoon, the World Showcase Lagoon. You're the only person I ride the friendship boat with.
Because we're friends.
That's it.
It's a ship.
It's a ship with friends. Couldn't have said it better myself.
The friend boat ship.
The friend boat ship. All right, we are boarded the Friendship 3. Gonna take a trip around the World Showcase here. Just enjoy the breeze for a little bit. It's a hot one today, so the breeze coming off the water here is pretty nice. And then I think we're gonna hop back on the monorail and head back over to the TTC.
On the Morocco. Walk back over. Exit Epcot.
Walking back to the front of Epcot is beginning. We'll be seeing some more of the monorail once we get back over. We still got to go over to where the Guardians of the Galaxy coaster's coming. And then we're gonna hop on the monorail and head back to the TTC. Passing by Guardians, and just like that, the monorail is here. Right as we're walking. Look at that. Now that's a beautiful sight. As we're leaving, we're about to hop aboard probably that very monorail right there, Monorail Blue. This was awesome. I'm so glad the monorail's back here at Epcot. And exiting the park, we will be riding Monorail Silver. Once again, it's about to come right over here in front of Spaceship Earth. This will be my final shot of the monorail in the park for the day. This is awesome. I'm super excited that the monorail is back at Epcot, and I'm glad I got to ride and see all the different spots with my buddy, because he and I always talked about it ever since Epcot reopened, how bad we wanted the monorail to come back. And I hope you guys kind of learned some spots to catch the monorail for, you know, photos or in your own video. Should be coming around any second now. This is always one of those spots. If you catch it as you're walking in, it's pretty awesome. There it is. Monorail Silver. Right in front of Spaceship Earth there. And that's what we're going to be boarding and taking back to the TTC. We made it. Taking off from Epcot, going out the way we came in. There's Spaceship Earth.
The parking lot over here is not too full.
No, it's not. It's kind of cool to, you can see the Land Pavilion over here, but you can also see the little biodome thing as you pass over in this area. You'll see it in the back here. It's that dome that you go into. There it is. It almost looks like Spaceship Earth. Right back over there.
The biodome.
The biodome, yeah.
Poly shores are good on the land.
I don't know. Now over in the distance is one of the largest hidden Mickeys. It's the solar panel hidden Mickey over there. You can see the solar panels here again. Once I talked about those on the way here. But there's a Mickey over there made out of those. We're back on World Drive. They're doing some construction over here at the EPCOT entrance. You have to take a different entrance in. That entire bridge over there is actually out. Completely removed that bridge for the time being. But what I'm excited to see is the main entrance of the Magic Kingdom, because they do have the pumpkins out at the ticket booth up here where the parking, the toll plaza is what it's called. At the Magic Kingdom Toll Plaza, they do have the pumpkins and a lot of the fall decorations already up. I noticed it as we were heading to EPCOT. See a little bit of the decorations there, a little bit of the pumpkins. It's almost hard to catch it. We've successfully done it. We took care of business today, riding the monorail to EPCOT and seeing different spots in EPCOT where the monorail goes through. All in all, it was a fun day, but I think our adventure for today has come to an end. Which means it's time to say goodbye. If you enjoyed this episode, please click the thumbs up button. The next time you are taking the monorail from the TTC into EPCOT, tell them World of Micah sent you. See you guys on the next adventure. Till then, stay weird. Bye.
You know you want to, Micah. You know you want to say it. You want to...
There goes